Hello, hello. This is your Body Insight reading for September 19th through the 25th. Let's see what wisdom our body would like to share. And these insights are for the practices of self-care, people care, and earth care. All of which I think actually fall under the term of people care. But here we're making a bridge. Learning how to care for ourselves, care for other people, and care for the world around us. What a beautiful lay of cards this week. Patella, stability. Thyroid gland, transformation. Central nervous system, interconnection. Let's move our bodies and find the insight within. Let's begin with a hand on the heart and a hand on our belly, and just breathe and pulse down into the knees. Kind of let your breath awareness settle down into the knees as you soften them and use them also to move upward. The softness all the way through in the knees. We'll drop the hands down and inhale, lift the hands up. Hands come down through the center line of the body. Lifting back up through this center channel and back out. We begin with the patella. And let's touch our knees with both hands, caressing the knees, offering each knee a moment of your attention, of your inquisitiveness, and your gratitude. The patella is the small round bone we commonly call the kneecap, and it protects the bones beneath, the femur and the tibia at the knee joint, and all of the complex innards of the knee joint. And the function of the knee is to balance the weight of your body between the foot and the hip. It is innate for our knees to aid us in our stability. When you consider caring for yourself, which aspects of self-care are innate, easily accessible, have proven to present stability to you in the past? Now, instead of bending down to our knees, let's explore the knees by lifting them up with knee knocks. You have a gentle fist, and you lift the knee and just tap the fist at the top of the knee. You can go slowly or quickly. You can make this enjoyable. I'm thinking here about how my knees help me to sometimes seem a little goofy. But how they help me through all my moods and stances. Sometimes I use them rhythmically, and sometimes the rhythm's not their focus. Let's take a breath in and begin a new exploration. Now, here we're going to bring the knees together, almost as if they're kissing. Then turn the leg out and find a wide stance. Bring the knees back together to touch, and then stand normal and comfortable. And we'll go to the other side. So you shift the weight and turn the leg inward so the knees can touch. And then turn the leg outwards to step wide. Bring the leg back in so the knees can touch. And then come back to your natural stance. Continue to explore this in your own way, seeing if you can drop your attention down into the level of the knees and how the knees feel when they touch each other and how they can notice each other when they're not touching. They still work in a coordinated fashion with each other. Though through this exercise you may notice that each of your knees has a slightly different personality or different strength or different energy, however you interpret that. But with all of these movements, instead of making them as big or as grand as you think you should, instead make them smaller and a thing that is enjoyed. How can I make this movement light and lively in my body? How do my knees support me in making this movement smoothly and in my stability to the ground? Well, let's clear the energy. Take a moment to settle down, and then we're going to bring the hands cross in front and then in front of the throat, right in front of the thyroid. So our thyroid gland is responsible for helping to move hormones through the body and regulate many of our systems. And the imagery used on the body card by Courtney Putnam is that of a butterfly. And indeed, the thyroid gland does resemble a butterfly. And it also helps our body to transform from night to day, from awake to sleep. Here, we're going to let the image of the butterfly grow out from our center into wings that flutter. And as you do this movement, imagine signals and inspiration coming out from your thyroid all the way out to the fingertips and toes, the top of your head and down to the bottom of your tail, out in every direction of your body. But we're also going to let this movement transform to become something else. So still the crossing in the center and the opening to one side and then the other. Using your breath to move, transforming as you move. Breathing as you move. And let's settle down. Shift our awareness again. Bring the fingertips to the top of your head and tap the crown of your head. We're shifting into the central nervous system, which includes the brain and the spinal cord. And so we tap at the brain and then the back of the neck. And we'll have to switch our arms to tap down at the base of our spinal cord, which is in the area of the sacrum and the back of the pelvis. I turn here to show you my tapping. Now I'm going to turn the other way and show you the placement of the hands for our next exercise and movement. So we're going to explore the head to the tail. We have one hand on the head, palm faces inward, and one hand down low on the sacrum near the tail, palm facing outward. And this is just curving the head towards the tail and coming upright. And using your hand to help you support your head as you start to explore arching. We're going to expand this line outward. So as you bend over, think of reaching your central nervous system out beyond your head and the tail. And then we'll switch the arms. So again, just up straight. This time we arc, supporting the head with the hand behind. And here when we bend out, arms out straight, then fold them back in, supporting the head and the tail. And here we're going to bend over, then extend the spine, switch the arms, new hand behind the head. Now we're only going to switch from one side to the other. Switching the hands as you bend, thinking of your central nervous system radiating out from the spine and the brain in this way, absorbing all the information from the environment around you. And noticing how you can connect with the environment that's around you. Let's do the same movement pattern, but standing upright. And notice how your perception of your environment changes. Here we are looking to see our interconnectedness. This card has dropped into our Earth Care section this week. Here we're going back and tapping the head and the tail, reminding us of our central nervous system that connects every part of our body into the intricate working system that it is. But now we're going to take that nervous system and send it out as far and as wide as we can. Again, reach out from your spine. Look around. Use the hands like second sets of eyes and ears to gather sensory information from the environment around you, the leaves, the bark of the trees, the texture of the grass, the feeling of the air. Collect it inward, and you can absorb it and send it to your heart, and let the heart send it out. Send out love and curiosity. Isn't curiosity a kind of love? These movements do not need to be specific. If you find that your arms are a little different, or the way you sway or explore is a little different, then that is perfect. Let's continue for a few more breaths. One more time, reaching out from the central nervous system. Open up your senses, your sense of sight, sound, smell, the feel of the air. Gather these in. Notice how you are connected. Search for your connection to the outer web of the environment from your heart. Now, let's gather all of this knowledge we have taken in from our body, the stability of the patella, guiding us to move from a place of stability when working on our self-care this week, our thyroid, which encourages us to accept and embrace change and transformation, and our central nervous system, which reminds us of our interconnection with all things. Let's take a final breath in, clearing the energy. And then we'll lift the hands in gratitude. Bring the palms together. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider hitting that like button below and sharing the video on your social media platforms. I'm looking to grow a bigger audience for this practice and these insights. So I appreciate your help and I appreciate your attention. Thank you so much and have a wonderful week.